Whatever happens to democracy affects citizens. It affects their daily living, it affects the future of their children. So we must all mind get involved to make it work. Because it is not working in Nigeria today. What's your comment?
So it is a serious issue right now because, um, as you very well know, 2027 is around the corner. And if you remember, we've been doing a lot of um, series of content about 2027 and how to unseat the APC and Tinubu. So if you're meeting this content for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to also encourage you to watch this to the end. So this is about the 10 things, in our opinion, 10 things that Peter Obi needs to do to win the 2027 election. 10 things. And we think those 10 things really make a lot of sense because they're important. And as you know, the stake is high. Peter Obi said it in his word when he was interviewed about coalition, and he said something about not being interested in coalition for just grabbing power, just like the current administration did anyway, but to serve. And in order to serve, we need the right set of people to come into this political sphere and then serve. Because what we currently have is a political system where APC crosses to PDP, PDP crosses to PDP. If APC is in power, PDP crosses to APC. PDP is in power, APC crosses. So they're the same. That's why you don't get any prosecution because they have something they have to hold against each other. So by being in the same party, they give themselves leverage and leeways. That's why corruption is persisting. So I want to do a series where I would list 10 things. Now, they might not be all accurate according to you, but there are 10 things I think needs to happen to galvanize voters, educate voters, sensitize voters, and but on the political side, the party structure, Peter Obi needs to do. Okay, so in my opinion, I think the first thing that Peter Obi needs to do to get 2027 right is to dump the Labour Party. Okay. Peter Obi must dump the Labour Party. You can see at the bottom of the screen. I'm not saying he should leave. I'm saying dump the Labour Party as soon as possible. Okay. There's no time for wastage here. Peter Obi just needs to dump the Labour Party and move on. The Labour Party has a lot of baggage. The Labour Party has a lot of issues, because corruption issues. There's legitimacy issues. There is issues of corruption. There's the Arabambi camp and Apapa, and there is the Abures camp. And then Kenaldo Okonkwo gave us a lot of insight in his last interview, which Sheung of Channels TV, and he told us how compromised the leadership of a Labour Party is. They are compromised, feeding information to the APC. That's what he was trying to tell us. Do you understand? And if the leadership of a party is that compromised, what do you think will happen? I mean, we saw that during the election tribunal. It was more like every play that Obi had, Tinubu had a counter play for it already because it was being fed. APC was being fed. Do you understand? So, and then recently, the Arabambis came up today and recently and said that the Obi's they're giving him the flag to be the flag bearer of the Labour Party. The same people who challenged him and made life hell during the tribunal are the same people who have come to say, oh, he's now the Labour Party candidate, flag bearer for 2027. Do you see what's going to happen? The same trick they did during the 2023 is what you can perceive and see that's going to happen in 2027. Once they will go and join the election, they will campaign, they will win, and whatnot, and they'll feed information. They will go to court as well again. Arambambi and Co will pull back and say Obi did not get it the right way. It will become another mess. Nigerians are not caught up for that mess anymore. So the reason why I'm doing these 10 things to show Nigerians what I think Obi needs to do for 2027, considering the fact that Nigerians as a whole are dissatisfied with Tinubu's administration. Whether or not you agree whether it's legitimate or not legitimate is the one in power right now. So Nigerians are dissatisfied. The high cost of living, the corruption happening, there's corruption in the land, very high cost of living, and is buying yachts and private jets, and businesses are packing in their numbers, they're folding in their numbers. And then so Nigerians aren't really happy with him. Okay. So in my opinion, I think if Obi wants to be serious, and if Obi wants Nigerians to take him serious, Obi needs to dump Labour Party ASAP. He needs to leave APA. He needs to dump, and he needs to do it now because I think you need to do it now because you need to notify INEC that you're leaving, and then INEC would then give you back a couple of maybe 30 days or thereabout and give you a time to say, okay, we will arrange all the documents and say you're not part of Labour Party anymore. So you don't want to create any chaos. So you want to go through the entire motion. So whoever knows whatever the rules are, you can put that in the comment section. But I think as a matter of urgency, Obi needs to leave Labour Party. He needs to dump Labour Party. So again, this we're talking about 10 things that Obi needs to do. So I want to make them as brief and short. So in this first part, I'm saying Obi needs to do the first thing he needs to do is to dump Labour Party. Okay, Labour Party is infested with other political party informants, i.e., infected with APC. All right. The Labour Party has a lot of political garbage and dirt. You don't need that stain. Okay, so you need to leave that. Dump Labour Party, move on away from Labour Party. And then the next step, which I would say you go watch the next video as well, will be to, as he's leaving the Labour Party, he needs to go form a new party. Okay, so I will be discussing that in the part 2 of this. Okay, so you need to watch the part 2. All right, like I said, I want to make it as little as I'm short as brief as 10 minutes each of them, so you can watch them briefly and then put your comments in the opinions in the comment section. What your opinions think? What else do you think it should do? What other information do you think I've left out that you think that Peter Obi needs to take into account? All right, again, like I said, my focus is on Peter Obi, and I will say that later when I get to the stage where he will form alliance. All right, and then you will understand why I'm saying that. Okay, it's because I think Obi and Omoyele Sowore are very good candidates, but we're talking about structure, political structures. We're talking about um, the wherewithal to actually set up that political structure and party in a short period. And 2 years is really a very short period to actually get into all the nation, all the 36 states of the federation, all right, and set up zonal offices and all of that, which I will touch in a bit. All right, so I would say watch the second and the third up to the 10th video and just you know see how we highlighted them and then see how we gave you reasons why they will come in such in other, and in other cases anyone can come together, or some cases they can be done simultaneously. But the first thing Peter Obi needs to do is to go get out of the Labour Party. The Labour Party is not fit, as not a fit vehicle right now for Peter Obi. So again, like I said, if you're meeting this content for the first time, share, like, and put your comment in the comment section. Above all, I'd like for you to subscribe so when we release new contents like this, you will be the first to get notified. All right. Thank you as always. God bless you. Bye for now.